guys.
Hello.
Oh,
I think I always find it weird starting with hello guys. I feel like we could start with something else.
what I want.
But anyway, hello guys.
Hello.
Well,
It's so nice to see you guys. It's
Yeah.
been a
You
while.
see, she has finally kept to her words.
we are all finally together. All three of us together.
Exactly. How has it been being without us? This, lovely two ladies.
It has been
Tell us you missed us.
boring. Of
I
course,
know.
I missed you guys. A
I
whole
know.
lot.
I know.
Oh my god.
Especially me, but
Especially everyone.
it's okay.
You can't say behind my back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have you back.
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah.
I'm so happy to be here.
I love this your idea of your glasses, and it's like,
Aw.
is it the summer spirit or summer vibes?
No, I've had it for a very long time, but there's nowhere to wear it. So I just said today, let me just rock my glasses.
Right.
Rich auntie vibes.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. But I still think it's a summer vibes, because all this while we've been recording during the winter, you didn't remember the
Yeah,
glasses.
That would have been awkward. But anyway, you guys are looking good.
Same as
Good
you.
to
I
see
love the
you.
blue on you. It's like, I love your trousers. I love the 3/4 kind of,
Oh my god.
She's chopping her money.
She's chopping
all
her
alone.
money. Madam
That's
Adito.
Please remember us in your
Nah,
paradise.
so you guys are looking good too.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I like your
Thank you.
blazer.
Thank
Your
you.
neck piece.
They will try
And I
to
like
whine
Winner's
you,
pants.
but
I love
maintain your
Winner's pants. I love this.
style.
It's wool,
Winner's
right?
pants.
yeah, it's wool.
I love it.
We
I
are-
just love, sometimes like I like that. I wish I could like, make out outfits, like look this kind of vintage, but not like the regular, just to look different. Like I just like the material and like
Thank
it's
you.
different.
Maybe after this show, you just pull it for me.
Of
I'm too
course.
fat. I cannot see.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
to today's business. What are we talking about today?
Yes, today we want to discuss something about outgrowing friendship. It's
I've not even finished making friendship. It's not great.
I think I've had the same set of friends for a very long time.
Same as
I
me.
think same goes for me. I think I've had the same friends for a very long time, especially when it's difficult for me to even make new ones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I saw a video. Someone was actually explaining, like, why it's difficult as an adult to, but I can't remember the whole, but it actually made sense, because like you're growing, like all your personality, like with these old friends, they've grown with you, like they were kind of friends of like, is it convenience? There's where they kind of explained it. So now they're stuck to you and you're stuck to them.
Yeah.
But when have you outgrown any friends, do you think?
I'm not sure I have, but certainly you can say that some interests have changed. Sometimes when you move to a new place as well, and it's kind of a bit challenging to maintain contact with your friends back home,
Okay.
and before you know, with time there is some distance, but it's not like you've outgrown them. But I'm very sure that if they reach out anytime, I'm always willing to like talk to them and all that. But I'm not really sure that I can ever outgrow my friends. I mean, they've been part of my life for a very long time. I mean, without them, who
how
I
do you
be?
even explain outgrowing friends? What does it mean? Like,
I just-
actually?
Well, I think outgrowing friends is like,
Is it like cutting them off completely, or
I think it's usually when you make money and it seems like they are the
you
same.
feel like you're no longer on
yeah,
the
they
same
are no
level?
longer on the same level with you.
For me, I don't think like outgrowing friendship it's all about money. I just like the first thing you said, I think it's just like a state of sometimes distance too. I don't think I've like outgrown, like Sweden made me outgrow any friendship. I think it was more of, let me say, I would say at every point in my life I've always had a best friend, like because my dad, because of his kind of work, he moved like all around Nigeria a lot. Like I've lived in every part of Nigeria. So like in my primary school, like the first primary school I attended, there was a best friend. When I moved me to another, like they moved my dad to another state, there was another best friend. And every memory of us, like at each phase or at that point in time,
Yeah.
the relationship was, or the friendship was solid. And that's why like I can also like we like there are some friends like my secondary school best friends or people like I attended like 3 secondary schools, and at that point I had best friends like if I remember our friendship today, like there's this strong bond, but there's still not this strong bonds. But friends that are like I'll call my best friends are like till today, like nothing that still changes. The ones I made from university.
I think those are the realest.
But the ones I had in secondary schools, like I still feel the same bond, but we're not that close.
Yeah.
Like if I have something to discuss,
You go to the university friends.
the ones I made from university.
That's true. I don't think I have a single friend from my secondary school that I probably still talk to.
Yeah, but I
Maybe
talk
the
to
guys.
Really?
Maybe one or two.
Okay, you went to a mixed secondary
Yeah, I
school.
went to a
Yeah,
mixed
too.
secondary school.
I see.
Yeah.
What of you?
girls' school.
All girls. All girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
girls' school.
But my friends from the university, I would say we were much closer when we were still seeing each other every day. Do you understand? Like, waiting for each other after lectures, going to school together and all of that.
Yeah.
But now I would say that the levels that we are in now
Yeah.
in life, I don't mean level by being bigger than the other. I mean the different ways of life that we have all walked now.
Yeah.
So there seems to be a little distance, but I won't call it distance because I know that these people are still my people anytime, any day.
Yeah,
I can always
exactly.
like chat them up. They can chat me up. We can hype each other up on social media and all of that. They still feel like my people, even though we don't talk as much as we used to do.
Yeah.
So I won't say I've outgrown my friends.
Yeah,
in a
but
way.
I think it's the same to like the ones like people I'll call like the 3 secondary schools I went to. I had best friends. Like when I be best friends at that point, like back then we communicated with letters. Like they used to write. Like when I moved to a new school, they write to me. I write to them. Like I was always exactly. I was always looking like in my new school. Even if I made new friends, like people I'll call best friends that also
Or you still
But
have those
from
ones
my
in
former
mind.
school too, we always exchange letters. The third school I finished, the same thing. The ones from my first secondary school, second secondary school, like we still exchange letters. And I think we started like this time where you stopped talking about things with them was when I got into the university, and I guess them too, they made, I think like it was a major change in someone's life. I feel when you get to the like there's a major change between primary school, secondary school, and university.
Yeah,
I feel like you become a totally different person. That's what I think,
Right.
though. So I think that's the changes. Like that's why it's a bit, But and it's just like my primary school best, like because I had like 3 primary school, 4, and I see her now and we don't even have anything to talk about. But when we were in primary school, we're so close, and it's just it's funny how we just outgrow each other.
Well, do you think that they still have those memories of you?
I don't know. I can only speak for myself.
Sometimes someone can be your best friend, but they are not.
You're not your
Yeah,
best
they're
friend's
not your
best friend.
Okay, for that aspect, I don't know.
Maybe she's your best friend, but to her, you're not.
Exactly.
You're just like
it's very possible. It's very but for me, like when I look at like why I would maybe like now people I can say they're my best friend. Like I actually say, oh, you're my best friend because I've seen the actions they've taken for me, like things that nobody else would do for me. So that is why I would just say my best friend because I can visit you or I come to your house or we talk. No. Like it's actually the actions they've taken in my lives. That's why I can maybe I might not be their best friend, but that's the thing. The actions actually they've taken in my life. That's the thing that will actually make me say you're my best friend.
Yeah, I think at this point for me it's much difficult to say someone is my best friend.
Yeah.
I used to have best friends, but then now I think thinking about it, I can't say I have a best friend currently.
Okay.
Because
Why is that so?
I think it's much difficult to establish, and as an adult, that's okay. This person is my best friend.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. I just feel like it is much more difficult to establish that okay, someone is really your best friend. But I think it is okay at this point to
You
know
can have
that,
more
okay,
than one
these
best friend.
are the people that what?
I say you can have more than one best friend.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you understand? But I think at this point, what a lot of people have is people that they know are in their corner, that
Yeah.
are down for them, like
Yeah.
you said, that this person I can count on.
Yeah.
This person I cherish. This person, but not in the sense that we are besties.
You
5
share
and 6. Do
everything.
you understand? The same way it would have been like when you were in secondary school or when you were in the university,
Yeah.
5 and 6. I don't know. Maybe some people still have it. lucky them. But for me, at this moment, I don't think I do.
But I think
But
I
I
would
have
say
some
I
really
do, but
good
I just
people.
feel like as adults, like things change.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you used to, like, back at least university, let me say, like we're mostly like parties or school because we're in the same department or parties or schools or this type of. But now it's a bit more different, like especially when people live separately, because then back in school it was mostly maybe it's either people were in the same faculty or the same department, maybe different department, but there was always something. Maybe people went to church
common,
together.
like,
There's always something common. But now, like, people work in different offices, different areas, and I feel like even like if you get like married, like most of my friends have children, like the ones I even call best, like they have kids now, so it's different for them. Like I'll say I'll call my best friends, like they got married before me, they started having kids, it became different for them. I couldn't hang out with them as much as I would have wanted to, but that didn't change anything. Even if I had new people, hangout buddies, but they still have that special place in my heart because those hangout buddies will never do what they do for me. Yeah, so like
those are the people in your corner that you can always run to.
Exactly. So even if like I understood that they have a new role in their lives now, it doesn't change how we feel about it. Like when it's time to be like I need advice or I will always go, I need to talk about something very serious or advice, or even if I might not follow that advice. So but like so that like because and people need to also understand, because I say sometimes people like when your friend maybe start some kind of job or you feel like nah, you're a big woman, you don't have time for me. I feel like you should understand that roles have changed. Like it's not
they
as,
need to
you need to understand
have a
this.
means of sustenance
Exactly.
now.
Maybe their job is in school, then you go that give me 2 or 2 1, I'm okay with that. And like I have this my friend, like she carried on the exam day and she will pass. Well, you would not think it's both of you that so you need to understand your kind of friends, and so that's it for me, I think. So I don't think I've really it's just making new friends.
Why do you think that is at this stage?
I don't know.
You do agree that it is hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard because
when I don't agree
now
for you this.
I think it's hard now because we are adults in that sense. So a lot of things are on our priority list now, and then
But
we
do you
didn't
know
have
that
a lot of problems. Just
I don't think that's
maybe,
but I also feel like your tolerance level is. You've created boundaries
like
now.
You can't tolerate something for so long.
You've created, so like as an adult, because you've been building yourself, like recreating, unlearning, relearning, like you're building yourself. Then when we're like, you do not care, like there's a lot of things maybe you didn't even know so much about yourself as a young person.
And now you don't want to be vulnerable again.
Exactly.
Like,
there are a lot of things that you don't want anymore. And growing up, you gave a lot of, I feel like you were so merciful. Like your friend can fuck up and tomorrow people still are, but now you don't even have strength for people to stand up.
Yeah, that's the
like somebody can just do something and you're like, I don't have strength, Jerry, come and be going. And I think as children or maybe as teenagers we're exploring, and I don't know what the excuse is, but I just feel like there's just this thing about
do you just
adulthood.
think that as adults we are not putting enough energy into actually keeping friendships anymore?
Maybe we are tired.
we are afraid of making
because
new
we
friends.
all complain that we don't have friends, we don't do this, we don't do that, but then we don't make enough effort.
Yeah, I think so too. Winner, please, this does not concern you because
Winner is everybody's friend.
Oh my god,
she makes friends every market day.
Exactly. So Winner, this one is not hard for you. I don't think it is.
It can be.
No, maybe she has platonic friends.
Sometimes when a lot of people assume that you have a lot of friends, well, at the same time you feel lonely,
right?
Because when you're outside and you're in the midst of people and everybody's vibing, but sometimes too you can just be there and you fade out and it's as if, oh my god, I feel so lonely. I'm not saying it's like that.
Okay.
No, so that you don't go psychological on me. But it can be like that for some other people as well. There was a time in the university, I felt that I didn't have a lot of friends. But my brother now said something. Leave me now. Her friends full Ghana must go back. And I was like, I can count my friends. I have these, and like, oh, you're counting your friends. But see, look at how many people that came to visit you at home when this happened and all those things. You know, sometimes we don't really know what we have until people point it out to us. Like, this, look at what this person did, this. And you don't even consider that. But it can... but friendship is really necessary as an adult.
Yeah.
It's-
I know, like that's why
really
I hate to go for
necessary.
like networking events alone. I say, but that is where I get to meet people. I say, but I don't want to go alone. I want to go with someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, have you experienced friendship breakup?
Ooh,
Oh
yes.
my God.
I feel like it hurts
I
more than
have.
relationship.
God.
What happened? Alright.
What happened?
Do you want to talk about it?
Of course, I can talk about
Please
it now
do. I want to
because
hear.
I'm in a
all
much
ears.
better place with a friend now, so
Yeah.
I would say. But you know, things can never. I feel like things are not the way they used to be anymore. Anyway,
Yeah.
we used to be really close, and that's someone I would say I considered my best friend
Yeah.
at the time.
Was that in the university or in secondary
Well,
school?
people started from secondary school.
Funny enough, we started from secondary school, but we never attended the same schools. We
Okay.
were just neighbors,
Yeah.
and right from secondary school until university days after university. But something happened. I don't know. I actually cannot say what exactly happened. I can't say we agree each other, but I think I'm trying to put it into words.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would agree when they say you shouldn't live with your best friends.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I would agree when they say that because maybe then you get to see a lot of things about.
But I'll
them
disagree a
that's-
bit.
Do you understand? So I can't. I lived with them after my youth service. I lived with her and her family, but things were really good. But then I moved from their house. Then I went back to my house, and I don't know what happened. And we didn't talk for like a whole year or 2 years, even until I came to Sweden.
Well,
Yeah. So I got married. She wasn't there. She got married. I wasn't there. Yeah, she had a kid, and that was when I started talking again.
well,
So it's like we missed the most part of our lives that we would never have thought that we would miss because we've been friends since secondary school. Maybe when we were in JSS3 or so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Have you ever had?
So you can imagine
breakup.
how
no,
painful that must have been. That
Yeah, like.
yeah. I can feel the pain in your voice too.
but life happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does.
life
But people
happens.
have, many more hundreds of years to make up for that.
Exactly.
If you
But
are
the
willing
funny
to
That's
thing
the
is,
make up
if you
for
ask
it.
me
Yeah.
what happened, I can't say. If you ask her what happened, I don't think she would be able to say.
Maybe have you asked her? Oh,
We actually talked about things, but we could not really talk about anything. Like we're just yabbing each other. I was not you. Was it like, do you understand all those kind of things?
Yeah.
Like, what happened? No one could say. But our families just knew we were not talking, and
Something must have happened.
yeah, one of you and don't want to be honest.
But you guys weren't.
I honestly
dragon
don't know. I
boyfriend,
just went
right?
back home because what?
You guys weren't dragon boyfriend.
Never. No. That was not the case.
Yeah, but what have you, Winner?
No, I've not. I've not experienced friendship.
I
breakup,
have.
right?
Jesus Christ, and that's why I've always told myself when it comes to and like I know how hard it is. I'm like just a girl, oh. And it hurts so much.
Yeah.
Then how will it now be like if I decide to get married to someone, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you? Like, and that's why I told myself, like, if I've not seen that thing that I'm ready to live, like, no. And I hate it so much. Like, if I try to imagine how it is not talking to a girl like that means so much to me, how much more with someone I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. So, but in a way, I would say, and secondly, I feel like if you've not lived with someone, you don't really know them.
Right.
Yeah. If you've not lived, but you know,
then I
like
would not
I've lived with
advise
one of my
anyone.
best friend, and I would say it was the best.
Really?
You know,
For how
best-
long?
We lived for a year because at that point, like, I was really homeless, and like then it was back in school because my so-called roommate that I like, in short, I could have said she's my sister. She showed me shaggy, and at that point, like, I was trying to get a house, and it was so difficult, and she took me in, and she actually like she's the only person I know I've lived with. Like, I don't even think we had any, like, it was the best time living. I hate living with people.
Yeah.
Like I don't even like going to uncle's place for visitation, except if I can go, if maybe all those very rich uncle that they leave you, they will not even know you exist.
Yeah.
It's just yours. Eat, go back to the room. You know, that kind of, if not, if it's where I need to be present, because sometimes I have this thing in me, like it's like a people pleaser thing. I do. And I don't know how to stop it. And it kind of exhausts me, but I don't know how to stop it.
Yeah.
So I don't like to also put myself in that situation to kind of, okay, be good, try to do this, but I don't know how to stop it. But I try to also, do things. So, and I don't want someone like, oh, you're lazy, you're this. I want to be lazy in my house.
Yeah.
I want to be okay. Let my brother be calling me you're lazy. I'm comfortable with
But
people
not
I
another
know.
person.
Not another person, because I'll feel disappointed.
Yeah.
Like I should be better because someone is hosting me. I should do better. So, but I know I've lived with some of my friends. And Jesus Christ, like I never believed that we didn't even talk for a while. I think it's after NYC when we even start talking. But I never believed we'll ever have, problems because we've been friends before secondary school.
Wow.
Yeah. No, during secondary school now, like I think during jam days, that's how we met. We had this jam lessons thing, and we had this problem, and I'm like, okay, but I'm still glad we found ourselves.
But looking back, do you think those issues you guys had then were really worth it, or was it like small issues?
I think it's small issues that I just couldn't.
passed.
There's some things like
Yeah.
I just couldn't deal with it, and I'm like, it's not like I even, because at a point she stayed at my place,
Yeah.
so it's not like I would not say I made anybody, because one thing I've stayed with people when it was lower for my family at a point, so I try my best to kind of return that favor.
Yeah.
So, and it was just, I didn't believe it that I would ever, but I don't know how it will be now as adults, how it is and how it will be if we ever live together. But if we I will never say no to living together with her, because I feel like
She had
we've
been there for
outgrown
you.
her. Maybe it's just
Until now, you guys don't talk?
no, we still talk. Like,
okay.
it's only that my roommates that I thought would have been. Oh, Jesus Christ! She showed me. The funny thing, she's trying to come back for us to be close, but then I don't. She's like, "You've not forgiven." I said, "It's not forgiveness."
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like
She
there's
did
some
you
things you don't
dirty.
come back from.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah,
Was
they're
it that bad?
Yes, there's some things you don't come back from.
And there are some statements someone will make that gets stuck in your head for
Your
a very
words.
long
the
time.
funny thing, like, if I'm in a position to help, I will help her.
Yeah.
I would, like, if I can afford it, I would. If she needs something from me, if I cannot, not like if I cannot afford, because I will save myself before I save someone else. I will save my family members before I save someone else.
It's true. Yeah.
So if I'm like, let me say everything is so good, everything is so fine, and someone needs my help, like, and she needs that help, I will. But I don't want that friendship. That's how bad it is. I just don't want you in my space. I think that's it. But it depends, female friendship.
Yeah. It's not easy.
I hated my own experience, so
Yeah.
I think it now makes me even scared to like form new friendships or get so close to people now that I've experienced what it's like to like lose them somehow. So I don't think I'll ever want to go through that again.
Well, you're not afraid to lose me.
We're not afraid to lose you. Of course I am. But
Yeah, but I just feel like, well, there's not that. But I just feel like if the person didn't cause any harm to you, like emotional or physical harm, I feel like, why not?
Can give it a second chance.
Yeah, you can give. But when you've caused me emotional, or
It's hard to get
now we are
from
back to
that.
being friends, but it's like we run out of
Yeah,
things
there's
to
some
say.
yeah.
The friction is there.
Do you understand? No, like the friction. Maybe we are pretending that the friction is no longer there, but compared to like this random G's or
I get
random
it.
updates throughout the
True.
day that you'd have for each other. Now it's just like, what's up in like twice in a month? Like, oh, what's up? I thought of you last week. I wanted to message you, but then. Do you
Yeah, I think
understand?
they are friend. Like, if I've, like, one thing is with me, like, I've always opened myself up to female friendship, and I think there's a friend like when somebody is into your matter and you want to know their own and they're doing like this and you're like, okay, what's happening? where's like, it got to that point, she started doing uchi when something good started happening in her life, and I'm like, okay, maybe she doesn't want me to share in this, something, and after everything, after so many years, and we started trying to work things back, it just didn't click as we used to be.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to force it, before, like, so I just, okay, maybe this is how it's meant to be. This is how it's, and that is one. I don't these days. I don't even stress. And if you give me a headache,
So how about winner? You've never experienced any.
No, I've not.
Um, it's not
I
a good
don't
thing.
wish to.
it's not a good thing to.
I
I
don't
would
wish
say.
to.
It's not a
Yeah.
good thing too. So I just feel
Okay.
like, yeah. But let's know what you guys,
Yeah.
think about
Share your
friendship,
experience with us.
breakup if you experienced
The
anyone.
comment section
Would
is
like
always
to-
open.
Yeah, and we
Right.
like an interactive session
Yeah.
on our comments.
Thank you guys so much.
And
Thank
we're happy to have
you.
Winner back. Yeah, I will be
And
seeing
I'm
more
sure
of
you guys are
her.
happy to see her with
Yeah.
us too.
I hope so.
Thank you for today.
Thank
you.
you.
Subscribe, send to your friends and family, and
See you guys next time.
Bye.